So last year, I bought this headset thinking it'll be a great headset, that can probably last me a while, until Oculus decided to pretend that this headset never existed. You know what Oculus decided to do instead? They focused a lot of their efforts on the Quest. Like literally, the Quest got all these cool updates while the Rift S still sucked. Like for some people, the headset still doesn't work and the Quest is still getting all this attention. It's kind of not cool, Oculus. But to be quite honest with you guys, I was fed up and I was getting ready to buy the Quest out of frustration. But I knew better. I definitely think that they're gonna make another headset, so I just decided to wait until the next Quest comes out. And it's a good thing I waited because Oculus finally announced the new Quest 2. And this headset is a game changer, let me tell you that. So not only is this headset wireless, but it almost has the same resolution as the Rift S, and it also supports 90Hz refresh rate, which is a very refreshing thing to have if you ask me. And not to mention, you can also plug it into your PC if you wanted to use it as a PC VR. And here's the kicker, you know how much it costs? It costs $300. That's $100 less than the Rift S when I originally bought it at launch. And so naturally, after hearing this, I decided to buy the Quest 2 and do this to my Rift S. Alright guys, now that we're back in the studio, it's time to unbox this. But first, let me give you some perspective of how tiny this box really is. This is the box you get for buying the Rift S. Okay, let's go ahead and open this. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And that ruined it for me. And I like how it slides, that's so cool. Oh, that stands for, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is just $300. Let's open it. Ooh, the presentation, might I add, is amazing. Look at that. It's very Apple-esque. The little box in the front. I see, okay. So you got a charging brick. You get a USB to USB-C, but I heard it's not that long. Is there anything else in the box? Okay, I confirmed it, guys. There's nothing else in the box. There's no rebate or anything. So if anyone tries to pull that joke, it's not funny anymore. Here's the controllers. This is a different design than the original. Some things are different. Look how different that is. It is such a big difference. It is bigger. It really is bigger. Even the ring is bigger, but what I liked about this, seems like it's a little more sturdy. Like it won't rip apart if you hit your fan by accident. On the original controllers, if you went a little too ham, this might happen, and they just unplugs really easily. This one, I don't see that having any issues so far. Yeah, but it seems like it's clipped in more tightly, instead of being magnetic. Whoa, there's a light indicator there, I didn't even see that. Wow, this is it? This is all you need? You don't even need a PC to do VR anymore? That's kind of cool. And if you wear glasses, this is what you need. Alright, my initial impression of this is kind of top heavy, but you expected that, so let's go ahead and put the box down. There's nothing in the box as far as I'm aware of, but yeah, this is it. This is what I paid $300 for. Ready for this? How do you turn this on? Something I'm new to is Ipd Adjustment. Alright, let's try it. Well, this sucks. It doesn't even work. Oh yeah, you gotta turn it on first. Oh, that is so weird. I've never had Ipd Adjustment before, so this is kind of new to me. So there's this Ipd here. You can push it in and out, but I heard the Quest had a manual slider and they kind of took it out, which is a bummer, I guess, but I've never had it, so I can't complain about it. What is that? Can I skip this? Like, I already know the whole ecosystem already. Alright, so this is the part where I need to create the boundary, so I'm going to move over to the bigger side I have of my studio, which is just the other half of my bedroom, and then all you're gonna see is just a Filipino man like waving his arms around for like 2 minutes. So hope you guys enjoy that. Okay, as you can see, I have plenty of room. I can move my arms around, like, fight someone if I have to in here. Oh wow, that's so cool. It points out everything that's potentially dangerous for you, like this potentially dangerous, or these open cabinets. Oh, and it disappears once the threat is gone. Your hands. Okay. This is all the moves I do. This is what I do in the club too. Alright. That should be enough. I mean, it's probably entertaining to see me flail my arms around for a couple minutes, but I bet you actually want to see what it's like inside the headset, right? So this is what it's like in the virtual reality space. When you first start, the first game I always recommend people to try is called First Steps. The reason why is because it's a great game to introduce you to the controls and what to expect from the VR headset, and not to mention the possibilities it could have for the future of gaming. In this realm, anything is possible, and that's what Oculus is trying to show you. Like for example, you can dance with this robot. You know how amazing that is to have? Like, I get so self-conscious when I have to dance during like quinceañeras and stuff like that, but now I can finally get some practice before I get to the real deal. Since the headset is called virtual reality, there's things you can experience like certain scenarios without consequences. For example, there's this game you can play called Drunken Bar Fight, and the goal of the game is to body as much fools as you can in a bar. So if you have anger issues, maybe give this game a try. It's $17 and it's a whole lot cheaper than getting an assault charge in real life. If that's not your cup of tea, that's okay. Maybe you can try your hand at boxing. Maybe you watch a couple of marathons of Rocky beating fools in the ring, and you're feeling like the eye of the tiger. Well then, Thrill of the Fight is the game for you then. You can finally defeat Drago in this totally not rigged game at all. I think the biggest potential for this game is in the roleplay aspects of the headset. You can literally be anyone you want to be. You ever want to be in the Star Wars universe wielding a lightsaber? Here's your chance to show off those lightsaber skills you've been secretly hiding from your enemies. If Star Wars isn't your thing, that's totally fine. There's other titles out there that can let you fill the shoes of someone else. For example, there's this game called The Climb, and just like the title it suggests, you climb stuff. But here's what differs from real life. Real life rock climbing is kind of scary AF, not gonna lie. So for me, that's a big hell no. But here, you're able to go to nice scenic places and climb them like you're doing the real thing. And the best part, what the really best part about this game is? You don't die. So you can do ballsy maneuvers like this and still be okay. Now, what if you already have a VR headset? Why would you switch to the Quest 2? Well, for me personally, I already have a Rift S, that somewhat works occasionally. For me, it's the fact that it's completely wireless that drew me in. Have you ever tried playing games like, Beat Saber, Pistol Whip, or even Robo Recall with a wired headset? Sometimes, the cable gets in the way and it's kind of annoying, especially when you're trying to contort your body in some way to dodge the bullets or, hit a certain block. And once I played the same exact titles on the Quest 2, not only did it run buttery smooth, but it felt unchained, like I was able to do more risque maneuvers. And I knew it was going to work out because I didn't have a cable to worry about to trip me while I'm trying to attempt these maneuvers, That wire just gets in the way sometimes and it just breaks immersion for me. Having the ability to play these games wirelessly is just so cool. And for me, just that single aspect alone is worth it for me to get the headset. If you don't believe me, just go ahead and try it. If you're one of those people that had a Rift S or any wired equivalent, go ahead and try this Quest 2. You might be surprised how well the tracking is, and you might have the same feeling I did. Unchained, raw power. That's all I'm going to say. Alright guys, I've spent about a day-ish with the headset, and I took a little bit of nap, so I think I'm ready to tell you my impressions about this. So far, I'm going to tell you one thing for sure. For being $300, this thing delivers. Not only delivers, it surpasses my expectations for being $300. Of course, they had to make some cheap inspections, like the strap is pretty whack, but it won't bother you. And of course, the IPDs, not really customizable, only has like 3 settings, but I have no complaints. It's smooth, it's really crisp. The refresh rate, even though it's not 90 Hz yet, I've heard that it's down to 72 for now, but later it'll be 90 Hz. I still think it's pretty good. I don't usually get motion sickness, but 72 Hz didn't hurt that bad. So when I used to play on the Rift S, I trained my body to avoid the cable and kind of got used to it. But now that it's gone, it's kind of weird feeling because everything's done in the headset. It's wireless, and having the cable not there, it's kind of weird. It actually adds to the immersion, and it's the closest you'll ever get to a player one kind of vibe. And I do really like that it never lagged when I played it. Of course it did lag just a slight bit, but most of the time it's smooth sailing. The visuals are crisp, and unbelievably, the game ran so much better than on my trashy 5-year-old computer and my trashy Rift S. I do love the controllers and how bigger they are. It feels more firm on my hand and it won't feel like it won't slip out. The magnetic thing here, I'm glad they got rid of it. It was really annoying when you're going for high Beat Saber scores and that opens up and messes up your day. But now I'm going to move on to the things I really don't like. And I'm going to start with the controllers here. The controllers are really immersion breaking. So compared to the original Rift S or Quest controllers, right? They're pretty much in the center. And it's pretty fine. I'd never noticed it. But here, I do notice something. Whenever I lift my thumb occasionally on some intense gameplay, my thumb would hit the ring here, and it would really take me out of the immersion. Like maybe they should have centered this a little more or something, but I do notice that I do tend to hit my thumb on the ring frequently, and it's kind of immersion breaking. The other thing I don't like is how there's some light leakage here in the nose. The gap here is so prominent, there's so much light that goes into the headset, and the immersion is pretty much out. But I've learned to ignore it, but it's still there. You'll notice it. For me, it's pretty bad, and I just accepted it. A lot of people have been complaining about the head strap. Personally, I don't care about it. It doesn't bother me because I'm not playing for over an hour. I play for mostly 30 minutes. Like I literally just do a quick dive and then just leave. I don't overstay my welcome, so it doesn't really bother me. I will tell you, it is front heavy. So some people that aren't used to that may feel a slight strain on the neck afterwards, but if you just play for less than 30 minutes, you'll be okay. One thing I do commend them for is, good thing you guys made the foam so much better. On the Rift S, for being a $400 headset that you buy, the foam pad is terrible. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. But this one is quality. Like I can already tell it's good, better quality than the standard Rift S one. So I like that. The Oculus home interface, I really don't like it. I thought it would be more dynamic like in the Rift S, but when you plug it in, you'll see it again. So I can't tell you more about the PC Link because I don't have the cable yet, and I just want to base this impression solely on it being a wireless all-in-one headset. So far it surpasses all my expectations for being $300, and it's really good. There's the biggest catch of all. The reason why it's $300 is because it's made by Facebook. And don't worry, they'll tell you, look, on the box, it'll say from Facebook up here on the top left. Downside of all is you need a Facebook login. For $300, and if you have a Facebook account, this is for you. Of course, the bad thing is, it's Facebook. If there's information you have, they want it. And I'm not gonna go into the whole debate of why Facebook is bad. I don't care. So, the $300 price tag and the Facebook login doesn't really affect me that much. But if you're a person that cares about someone looking through a looking glass, and that concerns you a bit, maybe stay away from this headset. Of course, you do have to spend a little bit more money to enjoy the VR headset experience, but at least you won't have someone spectating in the background while you do it. Or you can just let someone else buy it for you and then you just try it occasionally. But overall, $300, and if you don't mind the Facebook thing, very solid headset for being $300 and experiencing all these cool things. So if you don't mind the Facebook thing, $300, it's a no-brainer. If you want to dip your hand in the cookie jar of VR, this is your opportunity. So go ahead and pick one up because this is a good buy. So if you stuck with the whole video, thanks for watching, guys. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button also. I make videos once in a while when there's cool stuff that comes out. And then I'll see you guys in the next episode, okay?